Great evening, ladies and gentlemen. Great evening. This is the Libtard Penguin Hub. I am very sorry that this is happening right now. Uh, we've had a bit of a minor setback. This event was set to take place the night before Thanksgiving, but because of some delays, I was forced to wait until tonight. Barely, I was able to get myself out of the pickle I was in. I am finally here to host this big fight, this big main event that we have all been waiting for. The main event for tonight is indeed Logan Balls and Tramatik duking it out for Undisputed. All the belts are on the line. If you guys remember, Tramatik holds the YouTube Championship. Logan Balls holds the PHW Heavyweight and PHW World Championship. So all three belts are on the line. Winner of that match becomes the Undisputed Champion, and they will defend it against their opponent of their choice in just a matter of 3.5 weeks from now at December to December 2025. So it is a bit of smushing events at the end of the year altogether too soon, but it is necessary. Unfortunately, this main event was supposed to take place days ago. It honestly should have taken place, weeks ago, but what can you do? But we are here now. We have to kick off a couple of matches first. We have a co-main event between Numbers 2 and Eminem. They are going to have a rematch. It is their rematch from last year. If you guys remember at the election night pay-per-view, Numbers 2 and Eminem went at it in a Hell in a Cell. Numbers 2 came out victorious. And aside from that, we do have a match between Jake Balls and Pendejo Pedro. So those are our three matches for tonight. All singles matches. Unfortunately, we could not find any more matches because of the delay, and we have our wrestlers. They have to get home. They could not all be here. So unfortunately, some matches could not take place. We were supposed to have a battle royal between a bunch of starving children for a Thanksgiving, money, but Thanksgiving already passed. So it is what it is. It's not going to be the longest event, but don't worry, folks. We will have a banger main event. Without a doubt, hopefully the main event makes up for our lack of match creativity, our lack of match diversity, and it makes up for the small number of matches for tonight. And don't forget that we do have one of the most hardcore pay-per-views of the year in a couple of weeks, the December to December 2025. We are doing it again because we must. And the winner of tonight's main event for Undisputed will, once again, I repeat myself, they will defend their belt at December to December 2025. So we're going to kick off today with Jake Balls versus Pendejo Pedro. I'll be back in a second. Trevor, Trevor, are you okay? I saw your messages. I'm pausing the broadcast because I'm working on something, some technical difficulties. What do you mean? What do you mean you think you can make it? Trevor, it's December tomorrow. It doesn't make any fucking sense to hold this goddamn event in December. It was meant for the night before Thanksgiving. Trevor, what do you mean? What do you mean you can't do it? Trevor, you weren't supposed to say that out loud, Trevor. They were not supposed to know why we had a delay. Trevor, you weren't supposed to say that. Also, Trevor, YouTube deleted all your graphic comments because it's unfortunately YouTube is gay, so it doesn't let us say bad words in the comments. But I saw them though. I know I saw the graphic details. Luis, that doesn't change anything. What do you mean that doesn't change? YouTube is pretty weak. I wish Rumble was bigger. Honestly, I really do. I genuinely wish a Rumble was bigger. Trevor, look. Okay, your match isn't quite. It's not quite yet. Okay, Jake Balls has to. He has to fight first. Okay, he's fighting Pendejo Pedro. So relax. Okay, just relax. You just relax yourself. Okay, I will. You could take a little break. Make yourself a bit of tea. Go use the bathroom. Jack off. Do whatever you need to do to feel good. All right, relax. Yeah, you just relax. All right. Okay. We are getting the wrestlers ready. Okay. They're all doing their warm ups. What you need to do is cool down. All right. I know how you feel. All right. I mean, I could have streamed yesterday, but honestly, I was recovering because I got free yesterday. I just didn't tell you because you were asleep, and I was kind of scared that waking you up was gonna alert the guards. So I kind of just dipped myself. I know that was probably shitty to do, but you got out, didn't you? You got out. Just give me a second here, okay? I'm fixing the graphics for Pendejo Pedro. Luis, the crowd is hungry. I know. I know they're hungry. They missed Thanksgiving. They've been here for the past 3 days. Since before Thanksgiving. The venue ran out of food on Friday. Oh no. On Black Friday? Fervor, that wasn't supposed to happen. Just give me a second, Trevor. I'm working on it. All right, just relax, Trevor. Okay, relax. Go take a shit. Poop everything out further. You fucking asshole. You know what? We're done here. Trevor, look. All you can hope for now is that Jake Paul's and Pendejo Pedro's match lasts a little longer, because your match is next. Eminem, I saw him. I don't mean to scare you, but he has a six-pack right now. He has a six-pack. He's put in the work. Oh shit. He's put in the work, Trevor. Look, I don't know what you had for Thanksgiving, but I sure hope you ate something before you came here. All right. I'm now addressing the Penguin Up Wrestling fans. We are about to kick off Genocide with Jake Balls versus Pendejo Pedro. He is an immigrant from Guatemala. Ignore the graphic. That is supposed to say Indianapolis, Indiana. We are not in Paris, France. We are in Indianapolis.
The following contest is scheduled for...
Here we have Jake Balls.
Making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio. Weighing in at
Jake Balls is making his entrance.
Jake Paul.
He looks ready. He has a boxing match against Anthony Joshua in a couple of weeks. And wait, who is this? This Pendejo Pedro. What the hell? He's attacking Jake Balls before the match officially starts. What the hell? He came ready. He's attacking Jake Balls. Trevor's saying no. He's a pendejo. He doesn't look like the pendejo right now. Look at him. I think he's drunk. I think he might be drunk. Did you... Pendejo Pedro is just wailing on Jake Balls. Gets him in the corner, attacks him with the knee. He is fighting for his freedom right now. He is fighting to not get deported. He has multiple DUIs, has caused multiple car accidents. Very recently, just a couple weeks ago. Big knee to the face of Jake Balls. Jake Balls has not had a single attack here. This is not good for Jake Balls' first match at PHW. Oh my goodness! What the hell is going on here? He even hit a sweet Mexican boy. He did, one of his own, kind of. One of his own Latin American compatriots. It's kind of... He is Guatemalan, but you know what I mean. He is now hitting white people. God forbid he had a DUI against white people, because he would have definitely been deported a long time ago. But he is fighting to not be deported right now. He is fighting for a full-time job with a bunch of money, with the health insurance, with benefits. He needs to get up now. Come on, don't let this be it, Pendejo Pedro. You gotta get in now. Look at that. I don't think he's sober. I think being drunk is helping him right now. Which honestly, we did not tell him. We did not think to tell him that he couldn't be drunk. We probably should have done so for the sake of this being fair. But look at he's ready. He has his arms wrapped up. A big sweeping leg across the face of Jake Paul. Jake Paul's in pain right now. Look at the size disadvantage he has. Yeah, he's had most of the attack here. He's power-upped. He's very power-upped. Now they're going back and forth with right hands. A right hand to Jake Paul's. A knife-edge chop across the chest of Pendejo Pedro. Jake Paul's returning with his own. Who's going to cave first? Jake Paul catches that one. He is the boxer. You would think Jake Paul would be winning it, but so far it's tied. Who's gonna win this? They're swinging back and forth. Big right hands. I don't think Jake Paul. Nope. He has the advantage now. Jake Paul's. He's spinning him around and around. He's already drunk. This is not good for his psyche. This is not good for his equilibrium. And this man did it. Nope, Jake Paul does not get even the 2 count. But he's back up, and there's some blood running across the face of Pendejo Pedro. He's been opened up here. Now, Pendejo Pedro is going to pin him now. 1. Jake Paul kicks out. And now, is that blood on the... That is blood on Jake Paul's face. Now he's been opened up. And I think Pendejo Pedro is just taking a little break. Oh my goodness. What the hell? How is he carrying Jake Paul? He's so much bigger than him. Look at that. A knee across the face of Jake Paul. This might be it for Jake Paul. Oh, he kicks out. He kicks out. The crowd is hyped. I hope this was worth the days of waiting in line, folks. Oh, this was worth missing at Thanksgiving. I hope this is worth missing Black Friday. Because we might just get an amazing story here of a young Guatemalan man who should have been deported, fighting his way back into this country's. Jake Paul has not had much to do in this match. Just right hand after right hand. And now he's going for the cover once again. 1, 2. He does not get the 2-3 count that time either. Trevor, I hope you're hyped because I'm fucking hyped. This was definitely worth getting pegged for days and days on end. Oh my goodness, a right hand! That might be it for Jake Paul. No, for Pendejo Pedro. No! Pendejo Pedro was so close to getting the result.
Here is your winner, Jake Paul.
Jake Paul makes it out of this match, albeit not very easily. He took most of the beating there, but he snuck in that right hand that has knocked out many before him. Jake Paul may have won the match tonight, but Pendejo Pedro won the heart of many here today. He had an amazing showing for his debut. Jake Paul is known. Trumpy, you should be using his rage. And there it is exactly. Exactly. Jake Paul wins his debut match. Albeit he definitely took a beating there. That might not be good for his next match. This was not an impressive showing by Jake Paul. I'm going to tell you this right now. He has a boxing match in a couple of years, and his nose might be broken. That's not good. He's gonna fight arguably the toughest fight of his career, Anthony Joshua, on Netflix. I'm very happy we got to see this match. I thought it was gonna be more one-sided, I must be honest, but Bendejo Pedro definitely has earned the respect of the people. It's unfortunate he will not remain a resident in this country. He will be deported. He has too many DUIs. It is unfortunate, but perhaps someday he can fight his way back into PHW. He can fight his way back into this country because I would sign him in a heartbeat. I will sign him in a heartbeat if that is a possibility ever. But now we must move on to our co-main event. Our next match, it is number 2 versus Eminem. It is a rematch. If you guys remember last year, they fought in a Hell in a Cell at the election night of 2024. We don't need to talk about what happened later on that night, but Eminem has been wanting a rematch for the last year. He has been wanting a rematch for the last year. He's been training hard. He even picked up a job at UPS to try and get into the environment that number 2 is in, that helps him be so resilient. And now Eminem is back. He is here with a vengeance. He is ready to fight. And this match will be no DQ. Yes, you heard it here. It will be no DQ. This is genocide, so these matches must act like it is an actual genocide. I will be right back in a second, folks. All right, folks. All right, folks, I'm back. Sorry for the delay. We are back again. We are about to kick off our co-main event. Number 2 is we'll be taking on Eminem in a Falls Count Anywhere no DQ match. This match has been something that Eminem has wanted for the past year. He wants to avenge himself against Number 2. How did this rivalry start? It all started when Number 2 said that Eminem lost the rivalry against MGK a couple years ago, which I highly disagree with, but that's just my opinion. But Eminem did not take kindly to Number 2 saying that. You know, somebody with Number 2's, notoriety saying that, it definitely does not help Eminem look any good. So, that is why they started having a rivalry. Eminem pretty much started having problems with Number 2. Number 2, he says things, sometimes he's out of pocket, but not everybody will take kindly to the types of, to whatever Number 2 has to say. But don't worry, that is why they will settle differences here tonight at Genocide. We're about to kick off our match, starting right now.
The following contest is a Falls.
And here is Number 2 making his way out to the ring.
Making his way to the ring from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 158 pounds, Trevor Hernandez.
Last time we saw him in action was not in a PHW ring, but it was in an MMA octagon, in which he got a win nobody was expecting, that I was not expecting, against the late Tariq. May you rest in peace. He was shot and killed right after, but it is a result that will stand very brightly in the legacy of Number 2. Had a huge size disadvantage, a reach disadvantage, and Number 2 managed to get the stoppage over Tariq. After loss after loss after loss, he needed a result like that, and it was a great result. He is looking to replicate what he did here tonight, what he did last year. He wants to replicate it, and perhaps continue the string of good wins, perhaps fight his way to a title shot. But we must remember who holds all the titles as we speak right now. And now we're ready for Eminem's entrances.
When I was just a little baby boy, my mother used to tell me these crazy things.
And his opponent.
Tell me my daddy was an evil man. She used to tell me.
Now Eminem making his way.
60 pounds.
He's wearing the Jason Voorhees mask, perhaps trying to make a statement here.
They try to change it as fast as the way she was. They said I can't rap about being broke no more. They say I can't rap about coke no more. Slut, think I won't choke no more. Tough vocal cords, I'm working as long no more. These motherfuckers are thinking I'm playing, thinking I'm saying this shit, cause I'm thinking it just to be saying it. Put your hands down, bitch, I ain't gonna shoot you. I'ma pull it through this bullet and put it through you. You're causing too much chaos. Man over and take it like a slut. Okay, ma? Oh, now he's raping his own mother, abusing a horse, stolen coke, and we gave him the Rolling Stone cover. You goddamn right, bitch, and now it's too late.
We are here now. We are ready for this match. The rematch between Number 2 and Eminem. He takes off his Jay and Morrissey's mask. He will do this shirtless once. And now here he goes. An immediate clothesline. Getting on the attack. Another clothesline. It is not very often that number 2 gets to fight somebody who is around his size. He stands at 5'6". According to PHW records, Eminem stands at 5'8", a 2-inch height disadvantage for number 2. But one of the best things he could get here at PHW, because he is typically fighting much larger boys and guys and girls even. Number 2 with the flying clothesline now. Eminem has no choice but to roll out of the ring now. Eminem's going down, says Charles Ferrando. He is number 2's biggest fan, and look at that, he lands ass first on the wooden floor. No, oh my goodness, head first into the wooden floor. Thankfully, it is not cement. Everybody knows this, says Charles Ferrando. Eminem kicks out of that. We have 2 announce tables with no announcers on them. If that doesn't let you know what the budgeting situation here at PHW is, and hopefully this does. And now Eminem running inside the ring now. Perhaps trying to get his breath. He is about 50 years old, or damn near 50 years old. He does need to take a little break. And now, number 2 getting the steel chair. But Eminem says not so fast, and he pushes him out of the way. Make sure he does not have a hand on that chair. And now he's picking him up. Oh my goodness, right on the steel chair. And now he's trying to weaken that arm of his. Trying to weaken the arm, make sure he cannot use it any longer. Number 2 kicks out of that. Would this be harmful for number 2's momentum? He just had an amazing historic win about a month and a half ago. And rumor has it he wants to make his way back to a title shot. He gets up immediately from that assault on that chair, but he gets picked up once again and on the chair. Right on the chair. Eminem going for the cover once again. 1. He kicks out of that. Remember, folks, whoever wins their match in the main event picks somebody to defend their 3 titles at December to Dismember next month. Could it possibly be one of these 2 contestants here? Now, this is not a guaranteed, but it is a possibility that the winner of this match may just earn themselves a title shot next month for all 3 belts. You heard that right, for all 3 belts. Number 2 getting on the ropes. He gets, and Eminem moves out of the way. And look at that suplex after suplex. 1, 2. Number 2 kicks out of that. And now look at this. Oh my god, he misses the chair throw. Number 2 with the high flying move off Hurricanrana. And now look at this! Oh! I think the back of his head just barely hit that steel chair. Oh, he throws the chair at his head. Don't forget this is no DQ and false count anywhere, so the pin can happen anywhere. Comeback time for who? For number 2, perhaps he just picked up the chair. Oh, and a flying elbow. And a flying elbow. Both of these guys are straight out of UPS. Eminem is a supervisor. Oh my goodness. A flying elbow from number 2 now, returning the favor. He blocked that that slap across the chest that number 2 was going for. Once again, throwing that chair at him. It's just safer to throw it rather than try swinging it from a close distance. And now they're going to start throwing hands. Right hand after right hand. Number two does have a bit more boxing, a bit more of striking experience from that MMA match, but Eminem is known to have taken boxing lessons in the past, so he has a bit of boxing experience. And now that countered is countered. And now a big elbow, a big spinning elbow. And now swinging that chair full force across the skull of number two. Eminem now taking his time and throws that chair at number two, who's running straight at him. And number two counters that. And he's gonna just throw him, trying to give himself some time. Look at that, some MMA in display. And now he gets slammed on his chest on that wooden floor. That's gotta hurt. And now a drop kick on the lower back of Eminem. He is 50 years old. His lower back may not be the healthiest or the strongest or the most durable. And once again targeting that lower back, it seems what number two's trying to do. He likes to wear down his opponents. That is how he got that amazing win against Penguin Up a couple years ago. He went for that weakness. And now what's this? A big powerful uppercut. And now what is Eminem doing? He has a little bit of a submission going on here. Well, number two's happier. He's on the cold hardwood floor. I think number two may have just, yep, he got out of it. He gets out of it. No, don't tap to serve, friend. Don't worry, he did not tap. He's the best, this San Fernando. A huge fan of number two. And now look, number two picks up Eminem and slams him on the hardwood floor. Now number two's going for the pin for the first time in this matchup. And Eminem kicks out right away. A big spinning elbow. And Eminem, number two gets up immediately. And now Eminem stalking and waiting for number two to get up. And what the hell? Oh my goodness. Strong grip. But it was not enough. Number two is too experienced. He went for that drop kick to make Eminem let go of him. They have been fighting outside for the last couple of minutes now. They're going to return inside the ring right as I say that. And now Eminem has a hold of the legs now. I think he's going for another submission, or am I mistaken? He has him in a very difficult position here. He stomps his head into the mat. Number two trying to get up. And now just driving that foot across the face of number two. What is Eminem going for? He's going outside. Getting a second matchup, his second weapon of this match. Taunting him, telling him to get up. Oh, he hits him with that stop sign across the back of the head. Oh my goodness. He has a stop sign. And number two counters that. Whatever the Eminem was intending to do there, he counters it. And a big uppercut. Now, pulling on that neck of number two. And now Eminem has a kendo stick. I do not like where this is going. Oh my goodness! Number two types out. Eminem was out of the way. That is a second high fly move that number two is unable to execute. Oh my goodness, right across the face of number two. And I think Eminem is just taking his time. He's not trying to go too hard. He has a kendo stick. He is waiting for number 2 to get up, not trying to waste too much energy. And another whack across the head. And another one across the head. And now number 2 grabs that candlestick mid-swing. Eminem's out of the way, that one. And now Eminem gets in with a candlestick. Oh my god, and Eminem counters that flying elbow. Counters with a flying elbow. Number 2 catches that right hand. He slips that right hand of the number 2. That amazing combo. You tell Eminem's been putting work. And now it's Eminem is going for a high flying move. Number 2 is out of the way. He may have a broken elbow. Oh my goodness. Now number 2 is going for the cover. He kicks out at 2. The crowd was tense there for a moment. We thought he wasn't gonna kick out. And now number 2 gets thrown on the hardwood floor. 2, 3. Eminem has avenged his loss from last year.
Here is your winner.
When we thought he lost everything. When we thought he had gotten himself in a horrible position with that botched diving move. And now look at Eminem's. I don't think he's done here. Nope, he is not done here. He is not done here, folks. He is not done. He's beating the fuck out of number 2. He's yelling, bitch, I'ma kill you. You don't want to fuck with me. That's literally what he's yelling. I hate to be vulgar, but I'm just repeating myself here. Number 2 is bleeding. I think he's been bleeding for a while. And now he's weakening that arm again. Number 2's tapping, but the match is already over. Stop the madness, says Trevor Ferrando. Oh no. Trevor Ferrando's biggest fan. Not a good day for Trevor Ferrando. Not a good day for number 2. He got beaten. I'm not trying to take anything away from Eminem, but number 2 has had a rough week. Number 2 has had a rough week. I don't mean to be graphic. I'm not going to be graphic, but just know, guys, he's had a rough week. He might use that as a reason as to why he lost. Whether or not they will go for a third match for a trilogy, that is up to I don't know. We'll have to see, you know. Eminem wanted the rematch. Number 2 gave the rematch. It's only fair that number 2 now gives a rematch. I mean, that Eminem now gives a rematch. To see who is the best between these two. It is an unfortunate day for number 2 fans. An unfortunate day for number 2. But it seems like that training that Eminem put in definitely worked. But now, folks, it is time for the main event of the night, of the evening, to wrap up Genocide because it is getting late. We do not normally do pay-per-views this late. It is possibly going to be the fight of the year, the fight of the decade, an undisputed match between Tramatik and Logan Balls. I want you guys to let me know very quickly, who do you think wins this match? Tramatik or Logan Balls? Logan Balls is currently undefeated, if I'm not mistaken. He is undefeated here in the PHW. He has not lost a match yet. He has been champion since last year, December to December. This sucks, but you think that Tramatik is going to win? He's on fire. He has been on fire. Tramatik is also undefeated. He did get that win that no one was expecting. He beat number 2 in less than 40 seconds. Nobody was expecting that. And I believe they had a rematch and he won that rematch too. Am I correct or am I wrong? He looks unstoppable. He does look unstoppable. But you must. He won the rematch, alright, that's what I thought. You must remember, look, Tramatik has had some impressive wins. The rematch was the 52nd match. I think it was a little longer than that, but regardless, it was a nice win to beat somebody like Numbersu. And to be honest, Numbersu, he did not look he didn't look bad today. For somebody who's had a rough week, he looked pretty decent. But he was building up some good momentum. Logan Paul has been unstoppable when Tramatik is on a roll. So really, if anybody can beat Logan Paul right now, it might just be Tramatik. Going to be a crazy match. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. I wholeheartedly agree with you. It's going to be a crazy match. It will also be no DQ because it says Genocide. I'll be right back in a second, folks. Give me 1 second. All right, guys. Get ready for the main event of this evening. The undisputed match we have all been waiting for since it was announced. An Extreme Rules match. No DQ. Tramatik versus Logan Balls. Now we have the Trefrando in the messages thinking that Tramatik will win this matchup. We will find out who wins very shortly. The crowd is very eager. I'm fucking hyped too. I'm very fucking hyped.
The following champion versus champion contest.
There you go. We fixed the graphic now.
Rules match and is for the Action Championship.
You know, the end of the year is probably the most hardcore part of PHW because we have Genocide and then we have December to Dismember right afterwards. Here we have Tramatik coming out with both his belts. I was mistaken. He has the YouTube belt and the heavyweight championship. He has two belts. He's a unified champion. He is currently a unified champion. Logan Balls only has, well, not only, he has the most prestigious belt of them all. The PHW World Championship. If Tramatik can play his card right tonight, we will be walking out with this arena with 3 belts. The one and if you include the one that he has wrapped around his waist, that'll be 4. Look at him. The reason Tramatik has picked up quite a following is because he represents the working man. He works as a janitor. If you remember why he got into PHW, it was because Number 2 was trolling him for sucking at Call of Duty, in which Tramatik replied with, "Look, I cannot afford my glasses. I work as a janitor. Call of Duty is the only thing that gives me any happiness. And here you are trolling me." He worked as a chef. And now look at where he's at. He is a unified champion. It's amazing how quickly your luck can change. Probably as a fast food restaurant, he represents the working man. Something Number 2 has failed to represent properly. If Logan Ball is for some reason putting his fucking WWE belt in the air, get that shit out of here. Nobody gives a shit about your fucking US championship. Chef was overplayed. But Logan Balls is walking in with all the confidence he has been undefeated for the past year. Logan Paul always stays in shape, however. Tramatik definitely looks in shape. Now he's raising both belts in the air. I don't know why he's doing that. Only one's on the line on his side. The US belt means nothing in this wrestling company. The only belts that matter are the PHW belts, not the WWE belts. Those belts can go suck a dick.
Introducing the challenger from Providence, Rhode Island, weighing in at 166 pounds, the Action Champion and the Action Champion.
He only has the WWE belt to look comparable to Tramatik's 2 belt. That's a good. That's fucking funny. We all know how insecure he is. I didn't think of that. That makes a lot more sense than Trevor Ferrando. He was like, shit, he has 2 belts. I'll only have 1. Look, he's clinging onto that belt right now.
Champion Logan
Paul. Will Tramatik have his Terrence Crawford moment that Terrence Crawford had against Canelo Will we be able to replicate that against Logan Balls tonight? We are about to find out. And this undisputed match kicks off. Tramatik comes out on the offensive immediately. Elbow drop across the head of Logan Balls. Logan Balls gets up to be met with another elbow. Logan Balls getting up immediately. It's a great mistake because now they're both going for elbows. They miss. Now Logan Balls gets on the hold of Tramatik, and now a few boxing combos to Tramatik. Tramatik being dragged to the ropes now. He's leaned on the ropes. Now he gets dropped. Throw first on the ropes. Those sturdy ropes, you can see them just reverberating off of the throat of Tramatik. Oh, and a moonsault from the top rope. The Logan Ball's going for the cover already. He kicks out of that one. Look at how he's thrown across the ring. Gets a hold of Logan Balls. He picks him up. He slams him on his back. He has a cover on one. Logan Balls kicks out immediately. Now they're going to start swinging. I don't know if you want to do that so soon. No, Tramatik. Logan Balls has boxing experience. He fought Floyd Mayweather a couple of years ago. Tramatik is holding his own. Oh, he missed that right hand. But he falls up with a combination. And now Tramatik ducking that right hand. Hank meets him with a powerful... Well, he missed because he's shorter than him. That's how he missed. His footwork may not be the best, but he was able to win the exchange, and he currently has the upper hand. Oh my goodness! Look at what he's doing! Oh my God! Right on the apron! I know that's gotta hurt. That's gonna be leaving him feeling sore tomorrow. And now Tramatik not wasting any time going with that metal trash can. Oh, he hits him. Waiting for him to get up so he can get him on the head. Now what's this? Oh! Logan Balls counters that. Gets a hold of Tramatik's head. I will tell you this right now. To beat Logan Balls, it's going to take a lot of hard work and determination. We saw what number 2 had to do. And he could have beaten him if it weren't for the December to Dismember screw job that happened with the referee interfering and not counting when number 2 had Logan Balls pinned. And now he gets slammed on the apron, returning the favor from earlier. Now Logan Balls not wasting any time going for that candlestick whack. He misses him so far. He's slow. Tramatik catches him in middle air. They both tie up now. Tramatik slams Logan Balls. Now Tramatik is going, I think he's going for a higher risk maneuver. Could this be the first? Actually, the first successful one was with Logan Balls moments earlier. And then the big flying knife chop across the throat of Logan Balls. And Tramatik countering elbows to the face of Logan Balls. Look at that slam again on the mat. 1. Logan Balls kicks out. And an elbow across the head of Logan Balls. Logan Balls kips up and he gets slammed again. You know, being slammed like that on the mat can knock the wind out of you, especially depending on who does it. But thankfully for Logan Balls, I don't think Tramatik is much of a wrestler in the traditional sense. Now he has the table in his hands. He was trying to stack that table up, but Logan Balls catches him before he can stack that table up. Slams his head on that apron. Some leg kicks across the thigh of Tramatik. And now, Tramatik waiting for him to stand up. He hits him. He lands on that steel chair. Logan Paul had it in his hand. He just pulled out. And he slammed on that hardwood floor that was just installed yesterday. They just barely finished yesterday installing it. Now he gets hit with that steel chair. He's just taking a beating now. Now, Tramatik mustering up the strength to get up and return with his own attack. And now he gets the favor returned to him with that steel chair shot. And he gets hit again with that chair. And I think Logan Paul might be bleeding now. Oh my goodness, he gets whacked across that. Oh, he catches him before he can swing it. That chair on him again. Logan Paul is bleeding. There's blood running down the face of Logan Paul. Number 2. If you're watching this, Trevor, are you on the phone with number 2? Ask him this. If you had the chance to fight either of these two for all 3 of the belts, who would you prefer, Logan Paul or Tramatik? Who do you think would be tougher in that type of environment for all 3 of the belts on the line, Tramatik or Logan Paul? He says Tramatik. I would have to agree with you. It might be Tramatik. So far, he's shown to be very resilient despite his background. Really being a man of the people here, putting on the fight of his life, trying to get all 3 belts. If you must remember, he almost did beat Logan Paul if over the fact that he got screwed. It was Tramatik who gave him a very clear ass whooping the first time, and another one the second time. Now kicks across the chest of Tramatik. How did he get? He's rolling out. He's making his way back onto his feet. Now he's leaning against the ropes. And look at that! Oh my goodness! Look at that sweep that he did, forcing Logan Paul to land outside. And a big uppercut. And now look at Logan Paul. We've never seen him in this position, I think. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, stomping his head in. Now this is the move that killed number 2. Now could this be it? Could this be it? 1, 2. Logan Paul kicks out. He kicks out of that curb stomp. Move out of the way of that one. Now big right hand, but Logan Paul surely must be hurt. There's blood spilling everywhere from Logan Paul's. Look at all that blood coming out of Logan Paul's head! And he gets thrown into that steel chair! He rolls out of the ring! That's a very smart move. I think Tramatik was just getting his momentum back. Perhaps trying to land that second curb stomp, but now Logan Paul picks up that chair. He looks very weak. Once again with that chair. Oh my goodness! Don't tell me once again! Oh my God, he catches him! An RKO in midair on that chair! And now a German suplex, trying to knock the wind out of Tramatik. Logan Paul is not ready to go down yet. He's gonna go airborne now. He's gonna go high risk and a frog splash. He kicks out of that frog splash. Oh my goodness. This is getting tense. Oh my god, number 2's tense. Tramatik, take a couple moments. The people want you to win, Tramatik. The people want you to win. He throws that chair at number Logan Paul. He was running straight at him. Logan Paul is bleeding everywhere. Now he gets slammed on the hardwood floor again. There is blood everywhere. That knee drop, Tramatik going to see, trying to test his luck. Will this be it? Will this be it? No, it's not it. It is far from over, it seems. Oh no, he misses. Oh no. No, Tramatik. Oh, you just may have fucked up your chances. Oh my goodness. The three amigos from Logan Paul. Will he be able to execute it successfully? I think Tramatik may have just made a mistake here. He's not known for his athletic, for his agility, quite like number 2 is. But so far he's correcting his mistake. Slamming him once again. You can see Tramatik slowing down a bit now. Oh, he hits him with that steel chair. Now he's climbing to the top of the ladder. I don't know what you're thinking, Tramatik. It didn't work last time, Tramatik. It didn't work last time. It did not work this time either, Tramatik. I was trying to warn you. Now Logan Paul once again with a suplex on that hardwood floor. But Tramatik gets up immediately. Logan Paul takes a step back. Tramatik returns with his own right hand. Don't forget, Logan Paul likes to pull out the brass knuckles and hit his opponents when they are least expecting it. Those are known to knock out his opponents afterwards. You do not want to game with those because it will be lights out if you manage to land a shot with that brass knuckles. This is a no DQ. There will be no disqualification. If you could just land another curb stomp. A bit of arm work there. Now a reverse Russian leg sweep. Will he execute this hit? Will he execute it perfectly? No, not again! He does not execute it! Oh my goodness, Logan Paul, you could have gone for the... Logan Paul wants to take his sweet time. He could have tried going for a cover there. Tramatik gets up. He's a little dazed. He is a little dazed, is he? A drop kick. He hits him with that trash can. Trying to keep him down, but you just can't. Numbers knew how to do so much to try to beat him. Oh my goodness, you gotta time those drop kicks better, Tramatik. Logan Paul fighting very hard to keep the one championship he has that matters in this company. Oh, a big boot from that long leg of Logan Paul. Logan Paul gonna go high risk now. Will he execute it perfectly? No, yes he did. He executed it perfectly. But look, Tramatik kicks out before the 1 count even begins. And a big uppercut. Tramatik might be testing his luck here. 1, 2, 3. What the hell? What the hell? Logan Paul, I guess that was it. That was it. Logan Paul has been defeated. The dragon has been slain. Tramatik is undisputed champion of PHW. He wore him down. He did not need a big move. He did not need a finisher. That felt too easy. Look, here comes Trevor. Here comes Trevor hating now. Here comes Trevor Ferrando hating now. Here comes the steroid allegations. I knew this was going to happen. I knew. Look, we are not. I will not allow any slander on Tramatik today. He slayed the dragon today. Something number 2's bitch ass couldn't do. Something Ronald McDonald's punk ass couldn't do. Something Anthony Padilla's bitch ass couldn't do. Or sorry, Ian Hancock's couldn't do. Where was the pizzazz? Where was the finisher? Look, here's the thing, alright? This is not the fucking WWE. Alright, that shit is predetermined. They gotta finish it with a big ass move, a big spot. At the PHW, this shit is real. Alright? Just like in an actual fight, it's not always the big punch that finishes you, but it's the accumulation of punches that eventually ends you, and that is what we saw there. That last uppercut that Tramatik delivered, that was the straw. That was the straw that broke Logan Paul's ass. That was enough to keep him down. He had already taken a beating, alright? He had already taken a beating. Logan Paul was using any bit of energy that he could muster up to keep himself in that match. And unfortunately for him, he was not able to successfully do so against Tramatik. Tramatik wins with an undisputed matchup. Wins the undisputed matchup. Logan Paul's mistake was not pinning Tramatik when he countered that that third finisher of Tramatik. He caught him in midair with the RKO once for the second time. Instead of pinning him, he went outside to grab a weapon. That was a huge mistake on Logan Paul's part. An experienced fighter like him, being champion for almost a damn year, you should know better by then. You take your chances. Tramatik was going for the count whenever there was an opportunity. And look what it got him. He wasn't looking for a big move. Logan Paul, lackluster ending. That is the PHW. This is the real shit right here. If you're unhappy with the lackluster ending, you can blame Logan Paul because he caught him in midair with an RKO. He caught him there with an RKO. He could have pinned. That would have been an amazing spot, an amazing ending. But he did it. He didn't do it. He went outside. He ran outside of the ring to go grab a weapon. Now it is a matter of who will win, who will Tramatik pick as his opponent to defend these 3 belts in about 3 weeks at December 2025. Folks, I must go now. But this was an amazing event, an amazing matchup. Did not disappoint. Oh God, Mr. Ferrando. Jake Paul's already complaining on Twitter. Of course he is. Of course he's complaining on Twitter. He's gonna say what number 2's hating bitch ass has always been saying, that Tramatik is on PEDs. This man can't afford glasses. What makes you think he can afford PEDs? Alright, folks. It's been a great evening with you. Thank you for tuning in. I must go now. Have a great rest of your night.